3 humans. One bushka. Ow! Yes. Where's your buddy? Sit down. You may not pass. John Wick, eat your heart out. Woo-hoo-hoo! Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I'm Bushka, and this is the PubgMobile official channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and just be generally nice to your mum. This is How to Wipe Squads. Works 100% of the time. 10% of the time. Thank you very much, Ron Burgundy, for that. that voiceover. The big rule for me when I'm playing solo versus squad, or when I'm in a situation where my squad's died or my duo partner's down and I've got to take on multiple targets, is to really break it down and turn it into a one-target affair. A lot of the times when I have big games in solo versus squad and I wipe whole squads, it looks great when you watch it back, but when you really stop and think about it, it's not so much winning a fight of 4v1 as winning 4 one-on-one fights, and that's a big difference. And what I'm going to show you today is some of the situations that I think are really advantageous to the solo person in the solo versus squad scenario. And I'm going to show you some great examples of this too. Now, there's really 3 things you need to know if you want to clear squads on your own. One is the obvious. You've got to isolate the targets. You're only going to do it 1 target at a time. 2, there will be opportunities that arise, and recognizing those opportunities for what they are and utilizing them will be massive in terms of you being successful at doing this. Like when people are in firefights with other squads, as is the case here at prison, that's when you can run around the edges of the map, be a bit of a vulture. It's almost like a horror movie. If you've ever seen a horror movie where, you know, the werewolf's running around in the forest and some idiot goes, why don't we split up and search for him, one person each on their own? Everyone's like, yeah, it's a great idea. Well, you want to be the werewolf. You want to be the vampire. You want to be the villain of the piece. You want everyone to go looking for you, and you want them to do it one person at a time. And the best way to do that is to use human nature. People get very frustrated. If you take out their mate or their squad member, they want to get retribution. They very rarely, I've found, and it's kind of crazy, people will do all kinds of things wrong just to get back at the bloke that knocked or killed their squad mate. And you can see here, they're still coming at me in this window, despite the fact that I've already taken out a bunch of these guys. And it's really easy when it works. You know, you've got to be careful and you've got to be aware and you've got to be totally switched on when you're playing against multiple targets at one time. The second and third things are almost exactly the same, but it's leveraging the knocks. You're going to see it multiple times in these clips where I take a knock and I turn that into a horrible situation for a squad. And it's what we call a cascade of negative outcomes. So the first time you knock someone, it takes the squad down by a man, but it also means that someone's probably reviving them, which actually takes it down by 2. And then if there's only 3 in that squad, it's a one-on-one again. Now, you've also got to get good at multiple weapons, and you've got to make some interesting weapon choices. For instance, if I'm running on Sanok, I'll often run 2 QBZs. Now, that sounds kind of crazy, but if you're running solo versus squad, the ability to have up to 80 rounds of very easy to control 5.56 fire from an AR is a massive bonus. It's a massive benefit. And if you're running around with a Kar 98 and a QBZ, that cuts that in half. And, you know, obviously different situations call for different weapon choices. I did a video recently, it's called The Number One Mistake Players in PUBG Mobile Keep Making, and it's moving away from hard cover. So if you are looking to wipe squads, you've got to be aware of your cover, your hard cover. And you're going to see, I do a thing called pivoting here the whole time. I'm pivoting off my cover. By that I mean it's always that edge. There's a tree over there. There's someone I've just seen crash behind that tree. I'm just spraying it. I've knocked his opponent. I've knocked his teammate. I've already killed one member of the squad. He's going to come over here and get in a position to revive the teammate. I let that start happening, and then we get the easy squad clear. That's another 3 kills. This is a far clearer. This is for a chicken dinner. Now, I've knocked a bloke there. I would like to kill him, but at the same time, he's causing confusion and delay, as the Fat Controller would say, and he is up the top of the hill in all kinds of strife. I'm going to use that. There's only 3 left. I know that because there's 4 left alive, and I'm one of them. There's only 3 left max, so I know that that's at least 1 squad. They've chucked smoke. They're doing revives. The last time they saw me, I was, in a different position, so I relocate, and I'm looking to get another knock. Now, the important thing here is not so much to win the game with the AWM from here. It's to put these guys in a position where they really don't have a whole lot of resources left, or they're in a tough spot in terms of overlook. Now, what's overlook? If you get a squad mate knocked and you know what you're doing, one of you will go to overlook, one of you will go to revive, someone will chuck a bit of smoke. That's if you've got 4. If you've only got 3 people left, then one of you is in overlook to make sure that no one can sneak up and kill you all while you're reviving. The other one is reviving and one of them's knocked. And that's exactly what's happened here. But I can see that that's 2 knocks. There's only 3 people left. That means 3 people are up there in a squad. 2 of them are knocked. The worst case scenario is I get up there and everyone is low health, but they're alive. The best case scenario is I get up there and only one of them is up and everyone else is getting revived. And lo and behold, it was somewhere in the middle and we get the kill. We get the win, we get the chicken dinner, and that's that slow, steady process. It's not always slow and steady, sorry. You can see here I'm charging across the map towards the Rojok Hill area. A little bit of first-person driving going on, and I see a buggy pop up on my right. So, being the aggressive human that I am, I immediately switch to the passenger seat, get a couple of hits in on the buggy, and I'm like, righto, whatever. I'm not going to chase straight down because they're probably pulled up at the edge of the hill, and indeed they have. So I drive away, go to the top of the hill, and we get a full squad that pulls up between my little spot up here and the buggy down below. And this is those moments, those opportunities that will arise in the game for you to actually just farm up some damage and clear squads. Now I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to show you a couple of examples of really close wet work where I'm brawling in CQC or close quarters combat with a bunch of squads. And these guys are in a really, really bad position. Now the thing I'm looking for here, I'm really worried about, is not these guys here at this car, the UAZ. It's the guys who went down below with the buggy first of all. I'm worried that they're going to try and flank around and get a hold of me. So I'm actually looking out in the flank now that we've hit the guys at the car, just seeing if the fellas that were in the first initial part of the engagement... hello? Thank you very much. Let's have a little bit of a pro lane out. Car 98, headshot. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. Happy days. I want to reiterate one thing here that's really important. You're looking for one target at a time. Where people will generally fall down in a situation like this is they'll get greedy. I've cleared a bunch of targets. There's still people down to my north. I can see a head that keeps popping out from behind that tree. There we go. I don't know where that went. It was right at his noggin. That one certainly tagged him. And there's also something down there that looks suspiciously like a person, but I think is actually just the back edge of the Dacia, and I keep firing at it, but I can't actually hit it. The buggy, rather. What you want to make sure you don't do is you don't rush. You've got your kills. I'm going to give him a last tag to be on his way. Doesn't take him out. That's what the game gave you. You pulled up here. You had 5 kills when you turned up. You're walking away with 8. And a whole lot of damage on your account. Maybe that's just all you really need right now. Oh, hang on. There's a bonus prize. Make it 9. Every player wins a prize. You've got to be careful too. You've got to be very aware. So I was pushing this squad that's in front of me, and that means that I get absolutely hammered from behind from a squad that I just didn't see. That looked like an AWM shot or something through a level 3 vest. That was a big hit. Which means I've got to go and put a full med kit in here. But again, I'm in strife, but I'm going to isolate these targets. There's a guy. Leave him alone. He's knocked. He's not a problem for me. I'm going to now cover him. I'm overlooking the knocked target to see whether his amigo will come through the door to get him up and revive him. He turns up right on time. I leave that knocked target alone as well. He crawls inside the house. And while he is looking at me where I am on the stairs, I'm going to jump through the window, clear him as well. Job done. That was a very short period of time. It was a very close proximity, but it was 3 separate single target engagements. If you can turn your engagements into one-on-ones and just keep turning it into a one-on-one, or at worst a one-on-two, then you are going to wipe a lot more squads and really have some adrenaline-packed moments in PUBG Mobile. I'll leave you with this one. This is Novo Crates. There is a squad over there that has dominated Novo Crates. I just missed a headshot on this bloke. I really thought that was going in, but anyway. So he knows I'm here now. They know where I am. I accidentally fire again into the ground, so I'm having a massive potato moment. I'm going to pop out here, and there is one of the squad members pushing on me, but he's pushing on me alone. He's far too confident. I'll let the AKM do some dangerous things. Get over here, and I'm going to hit a heal, but then I just stop dead. I need them to push into me. I do not want to push into them. Remember, I talked about that earlier. I'm going to leverage this into 3 more single target engagements. Let's see how we do that. We're going to wait for them to push up. We're going to pop the left. I'm listening. Here he comes. He's very, very close. And then I'm straight back behind this. I want to clear him there because I don't want him telling them exactly what I'm doing if they've got voice comms on. And the other 2 guys are going to come from behind me. So we're going to get the strafe kill and just flat out win the gunfight on the right here with the first bloke. He pops just as I look left and then peek back again. And then his amigo over there, we're going to pro lean out, clear him, and that's a squad wipe. These kind of videos, they're not about being the best and winning every single game. They're not even close to that. All I'm trying to do is help, especially the guys and girls that are just starting the game out, to understand and cut down on some of this really intense learning curve that PUBG Mobile offers. And to do that, it'll turn those games where you're finishing with -2 and -3 rating into games where you're finishing with +2 and +3 rating. And if you replace those, you don't have any negatives in your game, you're going to have more fun. You're going to win more, and you're going to be a rock and rolling chicken dinner monster. Until next time, look after yourselves, guys, and as always, stay safe on the battlefield. And be nice to your mum. And eat your veggies. Bye for now.